people, today we're going to be discussing the Earth's early atmosphere, and hopefully by the end of today's lesson you'll be able to answer some exam questions. Pause the video, tell me what you can see in the diagram. Of course you can see volcanic activity was going on back in the days. This is kind of like how the Earth looked like billions of years ago. Loads of volcanic activity, loads of dangerous gases in the sky. Looks to be like the climate of Venus at the moment. Looks to be like very little or no oxygen, and of course there wasn't, and there was loads and loads of carbon dioxide. The funny thing about carbon dioxide is carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases actually help warm the earth up. So without them the temperature would be -18. Well, back in the days, billions of years ago, the Earth's early atmosphere had so much carbon dioxide it was crazy. It couldn't be inhabited by us, it was way too warm. Now take a look at this table. It's a comparison of the Earth's early atmosphere and the atmosphere today. Look at the nitrogen. Nitrogen is 78% right now. Back then it was nothing. Same with oxygen. Oxygen 21% now. 20.95 some people say, which rounded it up. Water vapor has declined massively. Argon, all these gases. Okay, now it's important to understand the Earth's early atmosphere had high levels of ammonia, but modern atmosphere has non-early atmosphere low levels of, at the moment, there is very less carbon dioxide compared to before. Okay, now about 4 billion years ago the Earth cooled down. This caused water vapor in the atmosphere to condense to liquid water, which formed the ocean. So you can imagine what's going on now. We finally got the oceans, things are cooling down. Okay, and there's some more information here that you need to remember, where the oxygen comes from. Rocks containing bands of iron oxide started to form. The oxidation of iron suggests that oxygen levels increased. Also, there's also information about like kind of early signs of photosynthesis of these kind of prehistoric plants, which is very fascinating. Now look, back in the days, the amount of carbon dioxide there is. These are type of exam questions they could ask you, and you need to be able to answer them. So pause the video, see if you can have a go. Okay, so read the question, see if you can answer it. It's very important that you know how to apply the knowledge that you've learned in this lesson into your exams. Okay, so look at the graphs. Okay, they will tell you how gases have changed, and you need to write them down. You need to be able to look at information and interpret the information. Okay, we've already looked at this information, now it's your time to apply it. Let's have a look at the answers. Okay, so 1A, the first question was volcanic activity, that's where all the gases came from. 1B was carbon dioxide, and what really elevated the change of oxygen is these photosynthesis occurring, so more increase of oxygen. And this idea of plants coming around really helped to increase the amount of oxygen in the Earth's early atmosphere. Of course they came later down the line.